Welcome to Elle's Nails, where it doesn't take $1,000,000 for your nails to look like $1,000,000. We got a nice new trick or treat look today with trick or treat on the thumb. And we have some silver spider webs on the index, middle, and pinky. And then a glittery candy corn on the ring finger accent. So for this, it's stamping on the fingers except the ring finger. So I have on today a number of different polishes actually. From the Broadway collection, I have my orange, black, and white base colors. And those are all completely dry. And then I am using from Bundle Monster, a black and a silver stamping polish. And then I also have these little containers of glitter, which I am using for the candy corn. And these I picked up at a Dollar Tree, and you get like 6 of them or something. You get maybe 8. You get a number of different colors for $1, so it's pretty good. So we're going to use that for our candy corn. And then the other thing that you need is some tape. And then I'm using this Bundle Monster stamping template. And it's got the trick or treat stamp and a spider web. It also has a spider down at the bottom, but I'm not using that because my fingers, I actually, after I purchased this, don't like all of the templates that are on here because they're a bit big. The trick or treat would never fit on any finger but my thumb. And the skeleton up here, which I want to use next week, you'll see, is also too big for any finger but my thumb. But some of the smaller ones are good for like anything, which I will use next year. But that's okay because, you know, you got some choices, and so we'll do that. And I have my Twinkle Tea clear stamper, and then my favorite Mo U scraper. All right, so we'll get started by doing the candy corn. And for this, I'm just going to use a piece of tape to make things nice and neat. I'm going to place that about 3/4 of the way down on my nail. I also have to mention, I have a fan brush, which will come in handy. And so now just use your favorite clear coat or top coat. And I'm going to paint that on the bottom of my nail. Go ahead and make it a little thick if you want, or thin, whatever. And then the bottom is going to be yellow. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of yellow onto my nail. Ooh. Yeah, that was a little bit more than I wanted, but you know. And then I'm going to pat that in with my finger. So this is a little messy. And then take my lovely fan brush and fan off all of the rest. Always go up on this because when we do the other colors, it'll smear if you don't. I think that my nail mat is probably going to be glittery for the rest of its life now. I'm going to pull off the tape, and I'm just actually going to reuse this piece. I'm just going to turn it over to the other side and stick it back on so that we do the middle. I am going to maybe, here we go, this will work. I notice I got a bit of a blob here, so I'm going to fix this real quick. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to repeat that with orange this time. Make sure you don't add more polish to the yellow part. So I'm just going to go back and forth on this one. Now we're doing orange. And the fan brush. And then we'll do that one more time with white glitter this time. No tape required. All right, we'll seal that in with a nice thick layer of top coat. And you'll probably want to do another layer once that dries as well. And that is all it takes to have a nice glittery candy corn. So then we'll just move on to the stamping. Here's my stamp template. Try to get it so that you can actually see it. And we'll start with the silver. First thing you want to do, of course, as always, is to clean off all of your surfaces. So I'm just going to clean off my stamp template, and more importantly is to clean off my stamper itself. And I'm going to bring you up a bit so you can see a little better. And now I'm just going to do a line of the silver at the top because I don't really need much for this because I'm just doing the spider web part. Then I'm going to scrape down and pick it up with my stamper. And even though it looks like I don't have anything on there, I really do. See, I got a really nice spider web right there. And the beautiful thing about the spider web is it doesn't have to be neat and clear cut because it's a spider web. So now I am just going to line that up where I want it on my finger. And press down and around. I'm just going to pat it a little bit to make sure everything is stuck. And then clean off all my surfaces again, and we will do the trick or treat one this time. And for the trick or treat, I am using, oh no, there's glitter on this. Okay. I'm using the black polish this time. And because I want most of the trick or treat, I'm actually going to do 2 lines of black, not 1. Because this is a fairly large stamp. And now I'm going to scrape down. And yes, you see there are still lines, but it shouldn't pick up. It actually picks up nice and clear. There are no lines. I'm gonna pick off this top here a little bit. It's part of the spider web, but it didn't pick up, and you won't see it on my thumb anyway. So now I'm going to place it on my thumb. And there we go. That is a little crooked for some reason. Oh, it's crooked on the stamp. So I actually don't like that because the spider web is a little broken up. But of course it never works right the first time when I'm on film. But that's how you do it, and I'm just going to clean that and do that again off camera. But I'm going to finish that off with a top coat. Not all top coats are created equal. The one I used last time, as you saw on my Monster Mash video, did smear, so I'm using a different top coat today. This is the outdoor top coat I got at Sally's. It's actually an old bottle, but I wanted to try something new, so I used this Rush Fast last time, but it smeared. This one does not. As you can see, this one already has a top coat on it, and it is not smeared at all. And neither are my spider webs. So pick out a good top coat for stamping if you do any stamping. So that's it for this time. If you ever have a mistake like this one, just use some acetone-free nail polish remover and we'll clean that off and I'll start again. But that's it for this time, and we'll see you next time.